Welcome to Digimasters Shorts. We are your hosts, Adam Nagus
and Carly Wilson, delivering the latest scoop from the digital realm.
Meta has announced a new update for its Ray-Ban and Oakley smart glasses that will allow users to track what they eat using the built-in camera and voice commands. The company says users can log meals hands-free with a simple prompt or quick photo, and Meta AI will extract key nutrition details automatically. The information will be stored in a new food log, the Meta AI app, where it will power personalized insights and recommendations. Users will be able to ask questions like what to eat for more energy, with responses tailored to their dietary history and goals. The feature is rolling out soon in the US for users 18 and older on Ray-Ban Meta and Oakley Meta glasses, with display-equipped models to follow later this summer. Meta says this is an early step toward a more advanced system. In the future, the glasses are expected to automatically recognize and log food without requiring a prompt. That shift toward continuous in-the-moment assistance is planned through ongoing software updates. The move also raises privacy questions, as automatic recognition would rely on constant camera-based analysis.
AI-powered vibe coding tools have triggered an 84% surge in new app submissions to Apple's App Store in a single quarter, marking the largest spike in a decade. The boom is driven by platforms that let users build software by simply describing what they want in plain language, dramatically lowering the barrier to app development. As a result, Apple's annual app submissions climbed to 557,000 in 2025, with review times stretching from a typical 24 to 48 hours to delays of up to 30 days. The flood of AI-generated apps is straining a review system designed for static code, not software that generates new features on demand. Apple's guidelines prohibit apps from downloading or executing code that changes functionality after approval, putting many vibe coding apps in direct conflict with the rules. In recent weeks, Apple has blocked updates and removed several high-profile apps, citing those guidelines. One prominent casualty was Anything, an app that allowed users to build tools through natural language prompts, which was removed after failed attempts to comply. Apple says it is enforcing long-standing policies, not targeting a specific category, but critics argue the crackdown risks placing the company on the wrong side of technological change. At stake is more than app quality control, as the dispute also touches Apple's commission-based business model and growing regulatory scrutiny in Europe. With AI tools accelerating and venture capital pouring into the sector, Apple now faces a pivotal choice: expand its review capacity, adapt its rules, or continue tightening enforcement as the volume of AI-built apps keeps rising. The White House is proposing a sweeping cut to the Department of Health and Human Services in its 2027 federal budget, targeting reductions similar to last year's plan, including deep cuts to the National Institutes of Health and the elimination of a federal health research agency. The proposal would also create a new entity called the Administration for a Healthy America focused on chronic disease, though it remains unclear whether Congress will support the overhaul. Meanwhile, the University of Southern Denmark is seeking an independent ethics review of a controversial CDC-funded trial in Guinea-Bissau that would delay newborn hepatitis B vaccinations for some infants. Global health authorities, including the World Health Organization, have criticized the study as unethical, prompting the university to pause the project as it searches for oversight. In the private sector, United Health Group is rapidly expanding its artificial intelligence workforce, adding to the 22,000 software engineers it already employs, most of whom now use AI tools. A new investigation highlights how AI is transforming American healthcare, raising concerns that patients may be unaware of how deeply algorithms are influencing decisions about their care. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is also drawing scrutiny for promoting experimental peptides, while emphasizing natural health approaches and skepticism of vaccines. Public health experts warn that peptides lack sufficient evidence on safety and effectiveness, despite Kennedy's indication that he wants to expand access to them. In California, a raw dairy farm has agreed under protest to recall unpasteurized cheese amid an E. coli investigation, even as the company publicly disputes the FDA's findings and continues to defend its products on social media.
UBTech, a Shenzhen-based humanoid robotics company, is offering between 2.2 million and 18 million a year for a chief scientist of embodied intelligence. The compensation package, described as unusual even by Chinese standards, combines cash, benefits, and equity. The company says the role will define its full technology roadmap and serve as the helmsman of its technical direction. The new hire will lead research into vision language action models, robotics foundation models, and advanced manipulation capabilities aimed at large-scale deployment. UB Tech, founded in 2012 and now publicly listed in Hong Kong, is best known for its 5'9" humanoid robot, the Walker S2, built for autonomous factory work. The company recently partnered with Airbus to test its robots on aircraft production lines. UB Tech reported 2025 revenue of 2.01 billion yuan, up more than 53% year-on-year. Revenue from humanoid products alone surged 20-fold to 820.6 million yuan, now accounting for 41% of total sales. The hiring push comes as China intensifies state support for robotics and domestic firms account for nearly 90% of global humanoid robot shipments. As Tesla expands its own Optimus hiring, the battle for AI talent is rapidly shifting from language models to embodied intelligence.
Thank you for listening to today's AI and Tech News Podcast Summary. Please do leave us a comment, and for additional feedback, please email us at podcast@digimasters.co.uk. You can now follow us on Instagram and Threads by searching for @Digimaster Shorts or search for Digimasters on LinkedIn. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, and don't forget to follow or subscribe.